Hello, this is Angela Skurtu with St. Louis Marriage Therapy. You can find me at www.therapistsinstlouis.com. So today's video is in response to the last video I just made about panic attacks that people have. And this is for the partner who maybe was the cheating partner and how to deal with someone's emotions when they are in a panic attack. So in my previous video, I talked about how a partner who's been cheated on, their whole reality has changed, and so they often act kind of manic and scary. For you as a partner who was the one who did cheat, it can be scary. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. You look at this situation and you see that your partner is hurting, and so most of you that are working with me tend to want to do something to help and to make the situation better, but you feel like nothing can help in that situation. The reality is why these videos are coupled is there's not a lot you can do. So your partner, when they're in this panic attack, manic investigative mode, what they need from you is very calm, reassuring words. Like, you can't fix it because it's their panic attack, but the things you can say are, I could see why this is tough for you. I'm so sorry that my actions put you in this place. I recognize that you need something. I don't know what to do at this point. Initially, what will happen is a lot of these questions about this and this and this. And sometimes you'll find yourself answering them because you think, well, first of all, taking ownership and being really honest is helpful in this situation. However, when your partner is in a full-blown panic attack, some of those answers, even if they are honest, will still hurt a lot. And that mix of them being in a panic attack plus knowing that information hurting them so bad makes it harder for this conversation to go well. And so you'll see them, like in one of my previous videos long ago, I talked about how do you tell the difference between a good conversation and a bad conversation. Well, the bad conversation is the panic attack conversation where you're like, nothing I say matters. It's all going bad. She's or he's mad or whoever, like non-binary person is mad and I can't do anything to make it better, right? So that's how you know you're in that panic attack conversation. So just like a police officer who's helping somebody who's in a panic attack or making a decision that could cause a lot of harm, you don't want to yell at them, you don't want to belittle them. Actually, when somebody's in a panic attack, you want to be as neutral as possible. You want to try and end the conversation in a respectful, honoring way. Because the reality is, if you just try to end it, then they may feel like you're trying to avoid the issues, avoid answering the questions. So as you're trying to end the conversation, you need to reassure them by saying, hey, I just want you to know, I do want to answer these questions and I do want us to have these good healing conversations. I'm noticing that this one's not going very well, and I don't want us to leave this conversation feeling worse off than we did before. So you're reassuring them, I'm here to answer these questions. I just think emotionally we're not in the best place. Something along those lines, and say, hey, I'm here for you. So reassuring sounds like, I'm so sorry that this has made you feel this way. If you do need to do something, if you need to look for something, that is fine. If you guys are finally talking about the fact that these are panic attack talks, then you might say, I wonder if this is one of those panic attacks that Angela was talking about. Because I'm Angela, For those of you who don't know, I'm Angela. But being able to say that to each other, do you feel like this is going to be a good time, or is this actually a time where really you need to take care of yourself? Because I want to be here for you, and I know that I need to answer questions and support you through this. I just don't know that this is the best one. But really, you have to just be as neutral as possible, because in a panic attack, anything can be used against you. It's a hard place to be. I also want to just give a little compassion for the fact that this is a hard place to be when you see your partner having these panic attacks. Full ownership helps too. I could see 100% why you want to look through some things. I could see why you need this. I get that. Just full ownership. But with the end goal of just trying to get out of the conversation and then restarting it later. And actually, you'll do better if you restart it. If you're the one who's like, hey, if you are ready, I would love to talk about this tomorrow, because I know you still need to talk about this a lot. And so you even being the one to initiate the conversation is better, because then it's not always up to the other partner to have to bring up the very thing that creates some panic attack for them. So those are some of the suggestions, but basically when it's the bad conversation, do your best to very consciously and kindly end the conversation, but with an avenue to talk again later, and be the initiator of that conversation so that it's a little safer. Okay, this is Angela Skurtu with St. Louis Marriage Therapy. You can find me at www.therapistinstlouis.com, and please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.